Hello, welcome. I had a bout of brilliance the other day. I had some new show ideas. Basically, I had this idea. I wanted to resurrect old PC game titles and give them sort of a 21st century playthrough. Because most of these games came out actually last century. I've got two in production right now. The first one's Space Quest 1, and the other one, Carmageddon 2. Space Quest 1 is a game that came out in 1986, and it's the first real PC game I ever played on my old 286. 8-bit graphics and typed commands aside, it laid the groundwork for several sequels and other games of that kind of genre. Titles that came out of Sierra Online. If it goes well, then I plan on doing all of the sequels. And the later sequels, I think, are a little more fun because they're point and click and not so much typing, but we'll have to see how it goes. The next game would be Carmageddon 2. It won't be a very lengthy series because it is just a racing game, but I do want to give you a good feel for it and show you, why it's still relevant and why it's a great game and you should go find it. It came out in 1998, I believe, and for the time, it sported some pretty high-end graphics. I remember the 3D video card I had at the time really had to struggle to keep up with it, and it was a good one. I mean, it wasn't a cheap one. It was an expensive. It was the first one I'd ever bought. I'll be playing the uncensored version, and if you don't know what that means, basically, in some territories, in some countries, they couldn't release the game because you can run over pedestrians and animals and all sorts of things, and there's blood and gore. Now, granted, by today's standards, it's not that intense, but for some of these countries, they had to change the pedestrians to zombies and the red blood to green, because, it's okay to mash a zombie, but it's not okay to run over a person. Anyway, this is the uncensored version. I think it's the US version, actually, so it's full of gore, pixelated as it may be, but it's there. Both these games I actually picked up off of GOG.com. Not an endorsement or anything of them, but if you're looking for them and you want to try them out yourself, that was the place I found them. I usually frequent Steam, but Steam didn't really have anything that old. So, GOG.com. Go there, find them. They're cheap. They're worth it. They're a lot of fun, and hopefully you'll see that. So be sure and check those out. And if there's any other games that you want me to play or take a look at, old school wise, well, even new, but specifically old school, give me a comment down below. Let me know. Maybe some I'm thinking about doing, and I don't know if anyone's interested, or there are some that I probably have missed. Just make a comment, and I'll see what I can do. I should also note that I am planning on doing an update to Next Car Game here pretty soon. They've added a few new things, a new car, and a few other options, so I think it's worth taking a look at, and I'll bring that to you just as soon as I get it put together. On a technical note, I've switched over recording from my digital camcorder to just a webcam. And while I don't have as many options to tweak to maybe get the image just the way I want it, I'm pretty happy with the way this is coming out right now. It's a heck of a lot quicker and actually simpler than using the camcorder, than importing and doing all that fun stuff. So, if this looks as good as I think it's going to, great. Really the big question will be how it gets rendered by YouTube, and that'll determine really if I'm going to keep doing it this way. But hopefully I can. If I can, great. If not, we'll go back to it the old way. That about does it. So, until next time, keep your stick on the ice. Alright, I stole that. But, for bragging rights, what show did I steal that tagline from? And that would be, keep your stick on the ice. If you know it, put it in the comments below. I'll give you a hearty digital slap on the back and say, good job, you knew what I was talking about. I don't know if anyone will actually get that, so we'll just have to see. Until next time, see you later.